My people, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. Thank you very much for stopping by. Today it's very, very hot. I'm in a car, but because I love and respect you, I'm going to talk to you as usual. Thank you very much for stopping by. You are very much appreciated. You know, sometimes in life, you need to be left alone in order for you to develop. Sometimes you need to be fired from a job for you to discover what you're capable of. I believe so. I'm a firm believer that sometimes we ask for things, okay? You ask for change, but you can't get change as long as you're still at the same pot. Let me find you a very stupid example. Sometimes I believe if you want a good partner in life, we're talking about life partner, marriage or something, you need to dump the person you are with. Yes, you need to be single to actually find a way that universe offers you something similar. Do you believe that? I think sometimes you have a job and you're not happy with it. The only way you get a better job is for you to leave the job. I know many people will tell you, you got to make sure that you have another opportunity first, make sure that you have an alternative. I know it sounds clever, but the world doesn't work that way, not always. You know, you can't apply logics in every situation. I believe sometimes you need to leave your job for the universe to open the door for you. I believe sometimes you need to dump your damn partner for you to get a great partner, because as long as you're still with them, you still feel like, maybe I can do something. What can I do for them to change? How can I function for my manager to treat me with respect and consideration? Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to move on for the universe to open the doors for you. We are in Niger. Here's a map. Beautiful place, lovely people, but very hot. Hotter than today. It's very hot outside. Congratulations to Niger for achieving what they had never achieved before. What have they achieved? Well, Niger has made a significant economical milestone. They're making more money than they used to make before. They're making 4 times more money with petroleum than they used to make when they still had the French with them. Congratulations. Yay! Pigama coffee. You got a Pigama coffee on this one. Like, when they were working with the French, they made 4 times less money than when they're working by themselves now. You know, sometimes we people from Europe, they'll come to Africa and make you feel we're helping Africans. You know, we're just in Africa helping a bunch of Africans. They're really going through a difficult time. They need some help. They need food. They ain't got no water. You know, it's all that stuff. But the truth is, they are actually gaining more than the Africans are gaining from their presence. Now, how has this occurred? We need to find out about this. Niger has achieved a significant economical milestone as the Ministry of Petroleum announced the oil revenue have tripled over the past 4 years. It's 3 times the production of 20.3 million barrels in 2024. Congratulations to Niger. This increase has come as the country embarked in a new path of economic self-determination, following a move to distance itself from the long-standing influence of France. Well, Niger, you're probably asking yourself, how is Niger related to France? Niger was colonized by France, like all these countries you see here. Yes, they came to Africa, beat up a bunch of Africans, tied them up, forced them to speak French, forced them to eat cheese, that stinky cheese. Have you ever heard that? It's disgusting. But they love it for some reason. I mean, they will blame you from eating worms and insects. You know, Africans eat insects, like this one. I think it's called senene, like this one as well. I think this one. You see, all these insects Africans eat. They say, a bunch of Africans eat insects, but they eat stinky cheese, and they eat that thing from the sea. Anyway, let's get back on track. Niger was colonized by France. France had the authority over many countries in Africa. They told these African countries, in the 1960s, we can give you independence, but in one condition, okay? The condition, you're going to sign a piece of paper that says, we're going to keep our army in your country, number 1. Number 2, we're going to run your economy, whether you like it or not. Number 3, we're going to print your currency, this currency here, the CFA franc. So you talk our language, we keep our army here, and we run your economy. If you ever get a president that doesn't agree to this, we're going to kill him. Yeah, they're going to take him out. That's what happened in all of these African countries. Now, a couple of years ago, this man, Abdoulaye Tiani, came into power. Who was he? He was the chief of the guards of the president. Why did he come to power? Well, he didn't like, same as many other people, the way the president was running the country. This man right here, his name is Mohamed Bazoum. He didn't like what Bazoum was doing. Matter of fact, Bazoum was just basically a slave. He was working for the masters. He opened opportunities for France, made sure France took as much riches as possible. France was running the uranium company in a foreign land. Yes, Niger has got a lot of uranium. And France, based on the paper they signed after independence, had authority or first choice to buy the uranium from Niger, meaning I will buy your uranium first, nobody else, and I will set the price. Should I repeat that? France comes to Niger and says, I'm going to buy your uranium and I'm going to set at which price I'm going to buy it. Why? Because I colonized you, I taught you how to speak French and eat that stinky cheese. Therefore, you owe me a lot. You were just a bunch of savages in this land. You knew nothing. You knew no French. You knew no electricity. You were naked. So before we came here, you were nobodies. Because we came here, we're going to have the authority to first buy your uranium and buy it at the price we choose. Now, when this person came into power, Tiani said, over, no more, finish. He cut ties with France. He asked them, you know what, thank you very much for your service. Number first, your people, I have to leave. Your soldiers that are based here must leave. They refuse. Then he said, I need to speak to your ambassador. He must come so we can have a discussion. The ambassador of France refused to meet this person. He said, you have no legitimacy. You are not the president. He said, this is my country. And you live here as a guest. And I'm calling you to have a discussion. You're saying I don't have a legitimacy. Because you say this, you're going to leave the country. The people of Niger came to the street to kick the French out. I mean, it's a major history. If you want to know about this, let me know. We're going to talk about it in depth. Let's continue with what's happening right now. Now, after this general took power, he was supported by the government, supported by the people. He said no more selling uranium to France. Now, France was buying uranium from Niger at 0.80 euros a kilogram. The same quality uranium they were buying at 200 kilograms from Canada. So for the bunch of Africans, we'll pay 0.80, and for the Canadian, we'll pay 200 for the same quality of uranium. That shows you how they see you, right? Now, France was buying so much uranium from Niger that they were creating electricity with it. They bought so much uranium, they started selling electricity to other countries in Europe. But in the meantime, the uranium was not helping Nigerian because Nigerian people were sleeping in the dark in some cases. I mean, imagine you producing so much uranium that a foreign country will buy and create electricity and resell to other countries. In the meantime, your own people are sleeping in the dark. How do you explain that? Now, this new general said, no, none of that. Finished. Enough. We're not doing this game anymore. Now, uranium from Niger costs $200 a kilogram, whether you like it or not. Finish. Piga my coffee. Congratulations. Now, what we're talking about today is what? Niger has got uranium. They also have petroleum, the oil, okay? A lot of it. When they were being run by the French and French companies, they got much less money. Now they're getting 3 times the amount of money they were making before. Now, they've used 3 strategies. Strategy number 1. Niger has intensified operation at the Bilma R5, R6, and R7 blocks, which are managed by Nigerian petroleum companies. Okay, so they are managing their own companies and they're producing much more petrol right now. The second, they saw major investment in local workforce development. By training, empowering Nigerian engineers and technicians, the government reduced dependence on foreign expertise. So Niger took time to train Nigerian, okay, to learn how to do things. They're engineers, they're workforce, they are Nigerian now. They're not importing people like they used to do in the past. They've stopped. That's at least one of the things that have pushed them forward. Niger has strategically diversified its international partnership, notably with Asian and Middle Eastern stakeholders, resulting in more favorable contracts and greater control over its resources. So back in time, Niger only dealt with France. It's like the French came and, like, Africans feel like their colonizers came to teach them life. There's a complex. I'm sorry to tell you this. Many African nations, if they were colonized by France, in most cases, as soon as that African person makes some money, he enters the middle class. The first thing you want to do for him and his family is to fly to Paris. Yes. So all these people, all these countries, Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, you name it, Benin, Congo, the first thing, as soon as they make some money, they want to go to France. Take pictures, that's the thing. And this is a very similar thing you will see amongst English-speaking countries in Africa. The first thing a Nigerian does when he makes money, he want to go to London. Same for a Kenyan and Ugandan. And then they come back with the accent. They ask you for water instead of water. They want water. Give me some water. Can I have some water? Do you have some butter? I will put in my bread some butter, water. Yeah. So when they start speaking they feel accomplished. It's this inferiority complex that exists today. Now, number one, they've intensified production. Number two, they've included workforce that is local. They've hired the locals. They've trained them. Number three, they've diversified the collaboration. They're now working with Asians and Middle Eastern, not only European. Congratulations to Niger. You got my coffee. Yeah. Now we need to talk about Niger again because this is beautiful. And first of all, there's a difference between Niger and Nigeria. This is Niger right here, and this is Nigerian. Okay, this is Niger again, and this is Nigeria. These are two different countries. Okay. Well, some of the people in the border were the same people when, they sliced the countries into two parts. Niger was colonized by France. Nigeria was colonized by the British. Let's continue. What has Niger done great? Well, fellas, this is how things are changing. There's a Chinese company that was working in Niger, okay? They was treating Nigerians not in a fair way. So Niger accused them of unfair wage disparities. So what was said was local Nigerian employees in equivalent role earned an average of $1,200 per month, while Chinese expatriates earned $8,678 per month. So roughly 7 times more. Nigerian earned $1,200 a month, and Chinese earned $8,678 per month. We're talking about engineers here working in the petroleum sector. Crazy stuff. You see, Chinese will always look after Chinese. And Nigerians say, you know what? We're not going to accept this anymore. Okay? Our people are going to earn as much as your people. Doesn't matter what color they are. Number two, they say local staff were largely excluded from managerial position. I mean, Niger works with China. Okay? China has brought companies in Niger. But in the same time, okay, to exploit the goods that they have, oil and stuff. In the same time, China prioritizing Chinese, giving them good position, good salaries, and playing with Nigerian. Niger saying, you know what, we can't accept this. We cannot have our people earning $1,200 whilst your people are earning $8,000 for the same job. No, enough. Number two, we want our people in managerial position. They have to be part of management. Most Chinese, when they come to Africa, even to build roads, the people running in the street, are black people, but the people on top are never black people. Niger said, not here. You can do that in Kenya, not here. We don't play. Number three, they say lack of career growth or technology transfer. Officials also cite the failure to provide meaningful training, promotion, and technology transfer to Nigerian staff, undermining capacity development of national skills. So when Niger signed the contract with Chinese, he said, you're coming to our country. You're going to build the plant. You're going to make sure the fuel runs. But okay, you need to make sure our people learn how to do it. It's not just about you working and getting paid. You need to teach our people. Well, they accepted that, but when they came to the country, that's not what they were doing. Okay, they were hiding the technique and the strategies on how to function. Niger said you need to make sure, number one, salary disparity, fixed salary. If you're earning 8,000, our people are going to earn 8,000. Number two, we need to see career development. Okay. Our staff must learn how things function. Number three, we need our local people to be part of management as well. There's a lot to say, fellas. I mean, there's plenty of things to say, but I think we're going to limit ourselves here for today. Niger is making so much money than they used to make in the past. Congratulations to them. It's amazing. Like I said earlier, sometimes you need to drop whoever you think is helping you for you to actually realize that you were better without them. Sometimes in life, you need to have empty end for you to be able to acquire something new. Don't always wait for another opportunity to come to say, oh, I'm being responsible. Well, being responsible, sometimes it's going where you don't know. Or before you leave, fellas, drop a comment. We need this. It's very necessary, It has to make sense for the people behind the camera, the entire team. We appreciate you, and also great thanks to all the people that have joined us in the private group. Yes, we are working on great things for you. As soon as it kicks in, you're going to be happy about that. God bless.